What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today we got the announcement that there are some huge changes coming to AFK Journey, some of which are actually things I've already waited for, well, I don't want to say a long time, but those are the first things that I noticed that were really annoying to me, and they fixed this now, so that is very huge. We got this mailing game hotfix note April 11th, so that's actually tomorrow, which I have to say, great again. We get patch notes 1 day ahead of the fix, so if there's ever something, well, that they change that you might want to use before that, that will be really huge to get them a bit in advance. So let's check this out. First, major updates. There will be no downtime for this, by the way, so we'll just get this patch and it will be in the game. Trial of Abyss becomes available on the 18th day following the server launch. Trial of Abyss, if you don't know it yet, basically once you clear the game, once you clear all of the AFK stages, by the way there are 1125 of this, so once you clear all of this, you unlock Trial of Abyss and it basically becomes your new thing with the AFK stages afterwards. Includes a few more things, you will see videos on that I guess very soon. And you get some gems as rewards, you basically get a bit more content to play. So that is pretty cool. Some new rewards in there, including Stellar Crystals. They say Stellar Crystals, of course, very huge. This is honestly a great one. Cross-server friends feature. Thank you. Allowing you to engage in synergy battle, proxy battle, and challenges against corrupt creatures alongside players from other servers. And you can add 20 more friends, so no longer 40, now 60. So basically that made it much easier for you to, on the one side, engage with your friends. If you have friends on another server, you can now do some stuff with them, which is great. And also corrupt creatures have been super annoying for me, because whenever I join in there and I click on the button, there's basically no one that joins me. And the reason for that is I whaled a fair bit on the game, so I'm ahead of, I would assume, 95% of players on this server, or even more. And well, then I'm pretty much relying on one of those other players that are also that far into the story being there at this moment, checking out my request, because the other people just can't join in. They don't have the resonance level, so this just doesn't work out. So now I can ask people from other servers. If I now have a friend on another server, maybe he has the same resonance level, maybe an even higher resonance level, he can now join in, he can do it together with me, and it will be so much easier to actually engage with this content. So this is pretty great. This is something I really love. And one more thing that I'm hoping for are, well, cross-server guilds to an extent, because people really like to play with their friends, and I hope they will make more of that possible in the future. So, adjusted Primal Lord kill rewards and time requirements based on each server's kill progress. The time limit required for the highest kill rewards has been extended from 5 to 8 days. And yeah, we were looking at that. Let's check that out for a second. So here with the Primal Lord, we basically have this huge HP bar, which is still, we're still not on half level, on half-life there, it's insane. And basically we were looking at the rewards right up here, and within 5 days, that has already expired for us. We're not even going to do that within 5 days. So basically they are now making this lowest level, they upgrade that to 8 days, which will give us a lot more loot. I would assume, like, if we're not here, we're probably going to do within like 12 days or something like that. I reckon this is going to be what we are about to achieve. So this is basically going to upgrade our loot by 4 stages. As this becomes the lowest one, basically everything moves up 3 days. So that is now very easier to get a bit more loot, even though we already said this loot not that insane. 10 invite letters though, we take it, definitely. So let's check out the rest of those patch notes. Okay, and then we come to the experience optimizations. Lower the level requirements for joining corrupt creatures teams in specific regions. There were some where I just entered the area and I couldn't even engage with a counter. Like, it was very weird. They had like a bit too high of a level, like 10 levels too high or something. Was very weird. I think they noticed that and are now fixing this, so this is pretty good. Also will make it a bit easier for other players to join again, so corrupt creature will become a bit more accessible, which is good, which I really like, because I honestly, there's so much great loot in the corrupt creatures. leaving that. I often just went past them, did something else first, completed the rest of the story, then came back when more people joined 2 days later or something. That is bad. Like, there's so much great content, you really want to engage with them. You should be happy to see one and not think, oh well, can't do that. So this is a great change, really love it. Weakened the second wave of enemies in AFK stage with multiple waves of enemies. Some of you may not know this, but there are waves in the AFK stages that have more than one enemy. We can check that out. So I actually prepared that. Oh, I'm stuck at that wave, I'll be honest with you guys. So those are the waves. Once you cast, I think 725, you get this new design for this. It's basically you just clear them from left to right. This is the way this works. You get your AFK stage progress, you get all of that. If you battle here, you can see there are now says 1 and 2. And those heroes are assigned to either team 1 or 2. You can't assign a hero to both teams, so you have to do completely separate stuff. You even have to use separate artifacts. So no longer confining spell easygoing. No, you have to use different stuff. So you need more heroes, and that makes it also a little bit more difficult, because you might not have like 10 Supreme Plus heroes. You might not even have 5, so splitting up your power between 2 teams makes those waves challenging, and you can see it says 1.2 million power. That is honestly quite a lot, considering, I mean, the next one has 600k. This is just 2 waves. So, quite insane. And if you have some bad heroes in there, like an Igor or something like this, can be very, very tough. I think on this wave, Seth, very annoying. Was in general quite the strong wave. I think it burst me down quite immediately. So, and then you still have to clear the second one, and you have to clear both. You can't just say, okay, now I cleared basically the second wave, now I take my iron and put it in the first team. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. You have to use separate teams and clear each wave. So this is what they are adjusting now. Okay, then the daily purchase limit for duel letters in Honor Duel has been increased. I guess also with look on this new event that we have, where you have to do ton of Honor Duel, they now make it possible for you to do it a bit more. So that is pretty cool. Then we have optimized the description text for the 10 recruitment option in the Noble Tavern for clarity. Recruitment mechanics remain unchanged. Let's check out that text. So I guess what they're referring to is not recruit 10, but this one above. 10 recruits guarantee an A-level hero. Might be confusing for some players because they think they have to do this to get an A-level hero, while the other description says, text says an A-level hero is guaranteed every 10 recruits, so you would also do 10 there and get an A-level hero, which I'm not particularly sure I ever did. I usually use 10 recruits, because the reason for that is pretty much once you get don't have 10, you buy them extra. They actually cost only 2,270, so you can see I get 3 random 3 invite letters at 270 apiece, which is cheaper than the other options. We will see that. Let's just do... Oh, we have to edit heroes. So yeah, I can't edit her actually. I just noticed, which is something weird that people notice. Like, I can swap her out, but I have like... I only have 1 hero left in that faction, the one S tier that isn't maxed, so I have to keep 1 maxed in there. So we have to continue. Let's see what we get from this summon, then I can show you why the 10 mob is better. And then we continue with the patch notes. So let's see that. What do we get? Oh, I mean, 4 A tiers, I don't mind that. Getting another Merrily, very, very huge. Corin, we also take that. Coco, very nice. So, pretty good summon. And now I show you the single one. You can already see 300 gems instead of 270, 2,700 for the 10. So, yeah, that was what I was doing here. I think they were referring to this and going to make this clearer. So, that is good, I guess. I didn't really notice it, to be honest. I always like to read info text, so I do that a lot. But it's a good change. So the next one I reckon is the same. Some text optimizations for rate up recruitment, alright. Optimize the description of the guild chest, distribution roles for clarity, distribution mechanics remain unchanged. Distribution rules on the guild chest are really like a bit of a convoluted thing. So I guess if they put more clarity into that, that's also a good thing. Bug fixes. Not too many bugs, honestly. Fix the issue where tapping the ranking button on the Expert Duel event page didn't navigate correctly to the Honor Duel ranking interface. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. That is our rank. And if we click that, indeed just brings us to Honor Duel and they want us to go here. So, yeah. Bit of a small change, but I guess alright. So, not too big of a thing. Let's hop into the rest of those changes. So bug fixes, fixed normal ranking sorting issues in some cases in battle drill rankings. Okay, didn't really notice that. Fixed the problem in Dream Realm preparation interface when the level didn't update immediately after switching the Hands of Resonance heroes. I do that actually. Switching Hands of Resonance heroes is a very good strategy. If you have like one hero at 170, then you swap them out in the Hand of Resonance and bring that to a damage dealer. Pretty much like this. You just go in here and 170, and then we can put the 170 on the Merrilee. So that is probably wasn't displayed in Dream Realm. Fixed an issue where icons were not displayed on the minimap in caves. Okay, didn't notice that. Fixed an issue where the exclamation point reminder on titles would disappear after tapping on them in certain cases. Okay, didn't really notice. And then we have Antandra Desert Fury. Fixed issue with Antandra's ultimate where damage did not increase upon reaching level 3. Now at level 3, Shield Assault deals 450% of Antandra's instead of 440%. I'm not even sure I own Antandra. Turns out I do, so that's very nice. Let's see. And indeed, you can see it's 2 times 440. That is indeed very... Yeah, okay, that's a weird one. Get an upgrade and it says, yeah, your damage stayed the same. This is a good change, okay. Not a huge change, but like, yeah, it is gets rid of this weirdness. So, very nice. I think those changes, honestly, very, very great. The cross-server stuff that is coming, a lot of people will happily see that, will happily enjoy playing with their friends a bit more, so that is great. I love the core creature changes, and I really love the communication on this one, because if I think back to Isle Heroes, the other game that I cover, there is like no communication. Here they have a very good communication, and they show that they have that they really care for the community with this one, and show us what they are going to change even one day ahead. So very nice changes there. I hope you enjoy them. What is the change that you like the most? Are there changes that you still feel are missing? Let me know down in the comments. And with that, I wish you a great day, and we'll see us in the next one.